Today on Is Brokeded Can't Work, we're going to be installing some LED lighting in the boat so you can see it when you're towing it down the road at night from inside the car. That's the problem. I was always looking out the back. You can't see the boats back there at night. We're going to take care of that with some off-the-shelf parts and see how all that goes. So let's get to it. We're going to be installing today this Bass Pro Shops are also available at Cabelas LED flex light, and what this is a strip of LEDs that can be connected to 12 volts in your boat. Here you can see some of the instructions on the light, and I've included the number from the catalog here in the top left corner. It's IK00094. Let's take a look at how these strips are mounted. You can remove a 3M adhesive backing off the strip of lights, and then that gives you a way to use that backing adhesive to stick it anywhere you want to. This end is black and has some wires hanging off of it, and it's very important to know when you're working with this end that that's where you start peeling away that 3M transfer tape backing. Here you see the opposite end where the LEDs are terminated. If you peel the backing away from this end first, it will remove all the adhesive. If you go from the opposite end over here, you will only remove the backing and the adhesive will remain on the LED strip. This stuff's probably not going to stick that well, so I may peel it off later, remove the backing, and put it on with a marine adhesive, but this gives you a chance at least to see what you want to do about alignment and position and stuff like that. I tied into some underground grade 16 gauge braided copper wire that's fully weatherproof, and that'll be put out of the way in the back of the boat here, out of sight. I've run it through channels of the aluminum. On this side, I've tied in the wire in parallel and soldered the other strip for the other side of the boat. See if I can get it past these wires so you can see it. And here what I've done is attach the LED strip to the control cable on the boat motor, and it just stuck right to it. Again, you start peeling the backing away from the end with the wires. There you can see the strip a little better as it goes along. And these can be cut, and at the markings I'm trying to show here, it can be cut there to any length you want. I left enough cable to get it where I need to get it. And Bass Pro Shops also sell these. I'll have the picture there showing the clamps. You can see here where I soldered the copper wire to the clamp and then crimped it for a little bit of stress relief. Next, I will go ahead and insulate these connectors with some waterproof insulation and then double wrap it so it'll all be weatherproof and strain relief proof, and we'll have that going. They make this type of tape putty, which is high voltage. It's sort of like a plastic tar compound. 3M makes this, and you can wrap this all up with it, and it's good for any voltage in any application. And you can take it off when you need to, which is one thing really nice about it. Then I'll just put a slick cover of electrical tape or some other marine tape over the top of that. On this end, I'm just going to put two cap type crimp connectors over the soldered connection just to clean it up, and then it'll also be wrapped with that particular all-purpose electrical putty and sealed up nice. If you have a situation where you're not going to get it absolutely watertight, 100% air and watertight, then make sure anything you put is packed with silicone dielectric grease like you use on spark plugs. It's a pure silicone grease. I use that on everything where there's electrical connections exposed to the weather, like even the plug where you plug the trailer into the vehicle you're towing with. So everything was done with a regular soldering iron here, and it's just going to get a much more reliable connection. I'm not going to have any exposed copper to start corroding. So we here see it turned on. It's hard to show it's glowing, but it is. And it's making a lot of light. And you can see the other side is on as well. So when I'm going down the road at night, the whole boat motor and back of the boat will be well lit up. I've tested this before I got to this stage already, just to make sure it was efficient and sufficient to get the job done. Final wrap up after I do all this insulation work is go in here, and you can put a switch and a fuse in here for electrical safety. Most of the time though, I won't be using this except when it's going down the road, so a switch is something to probably do without. So there you have it. What I did to fix the problem of not having any visibility of what's going on at the back of the boat while I'm trailering it. And these are not even warm to the touch. They're just totally cool, and they pull almost no amperage. It'll tell you on the package how many watts you got, and you got 24 volts, so then you can compute the amperage. Next thing we're going to be working on after this is I got a problem here with all the paint and Vortex bed liner getting beat off the front of this boat. We're going to cover this up with some new rub rail and see how that goes. Look forward to it. Take care.